Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of the 3 Count Experience.
Yes.
I am War Machine MJ.
I am the Rodimus Prime Experience.
Okay. We're here today.
No, I'm Rodimus Prime.
Yeah, he's Rodimus Prime. We're here today to talk about Raw and Smackdown for this week. A very middle-of-the-road Raw.
Yeah.
Filled with a lot of confusing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and start with the first spot. We open the show with the Game of Game, the King, Triple H. I know I just botched up my nicknames, but I don't care. I'm Triple H. Everybody loves me now. Wanted to come out and congratulate Seth Rollins. Well, speaking of the devil, he came out. Wanted to thank you, Seth, for vanquishing the beast, stomping his bucket head in.
Yeah, it's the same bucket.
Stomp it in 3 times. 3 times! You're like the son I never had.
Yeah, the same buckethead Dean Ambrose talked about.
They made the point of saying buckethead, and I just felt like it was a forced line.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock does have a bucket-shaped head, but...
He has a big bucket block. He just has a big head.
Yeah, I don't want to say that to his face, though.
No.
I'm scared he might rip me apart.
Yeah.
And crack my head like an egg.
Yeah.
Anyway, Triple H came out there, he said, It's time to play a game to determine your number 1 contender for Money in the Bank. Who's going to go to the bank? And, before he can continue on his point, out came Samoa Joe.
You know Joe's got to get in on this fiasco here.
Yeah, apparently he was pissed off he wasn't invited to that little party in the ring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He comes out there, states he wants to take on the Architect. Then Rey Mysterio came out there. I don't remember what he said, or if he said anything at all. Then the Phenomenal One came out there.
With his newly shaved beard.
No. AJ Styles didn't come out there next. Next came out Drew McIntyre.
Oh.
Then came The Miz. He declared it was a reboot.
You know, speaking of The Miz, I really like this face turn he has. It's actually more suitable than it was last time.
Yeah, like they talked about on Going in Raw. It's a more natural, organic face turn.
Yeah, because the first one was trash.
Forced. It was forced as fuck.
And they had Ric Flair manage him. God.
Anyway, next came out Baron Corbin, who basically said, Hey, you guys not beat me because you're not me. I want Universal Champion belt. Hey. And next came out the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles. They really set up for how this little shenanigan was going to play out.
Yeah.
Because AJ was the only one that talked trash to anybody.
Of course AJ's going to talk trash to anybody.
He talked trash at Baron Corbin.
Yeah. I mean...
Because he came out there, he's just like, Baron, why don't you shut up? And went from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then Triple H said, Alright, it's time for the game. We're going to have 2 triple threat matches. Winner of both those matches will face off in the main event. Those 2 will face off. Whoever wins goes to the bank. Time to play games. So, we started the show off, we started action off with AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe, taking on Rey Mysterio.
Now, I heard this match was pretty damn good.
Oh, it was. It went at a breakneck speed.
Yeah. I mean, anything with AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Rey Mysterio, you know it's going to be fire.
Oh, yeah. The finish saw Rey Mysterio set up both AJ and Samoa Joe in separate ropes for the 619. Mysterio opts to hit Joe with 619. Hits the dime. Tries to do a... No, he doesn't drop the dime. He goes up to the top rope. AJ comes about. He tries to head scissor AJ. AJ catches him. Power bombs him once on the canvas. Power bombs him once on Joe. Picks him up. Styles clashes him on Joe. throws Ray out of the ring and pins Joe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice sequence. I loved it. Next, we had Naomi taking on Billie Kay. Not really much of a thing here. I mean, Naomi's great. The Iconics are, yeah, they're doing work.
Yeah. In the words of Billie Kay, you gotta be joking me, right?
Yeah.
Darn. I for some reason I'm starting to love it when she says that because it's funny as fuck.
Maybe it's because of her accent.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's accent.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. The Iconics basically came out and made an excuse for why they lost last week. Dehydrated. So there's this nice back and forth between Billy and Peyton. You know, Peyton said, "I drank a whole gallon of water." And Billy's just like, "Yeah, wait, really? A whole gallon? Yeah." So now they were refueled and ready to lose because Naomi won. Afterwards, Billy's excuse was, had to take a bathroom break. Too much water.
Jesus Christ.
Ironic.
It's like the crowd just... What was that? I saw the one clip where he said, God, what was that Peyton Roy said? And the crowd was just like... Like, it wasn't funny. It was like a dead joke. It was like, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
It was so bad, like, you could hear the air conditioner go off in the building. It was that bad. And I think they're made to do that on purpose. Like, they're trying to be, like, not funny on purpose. So, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, live, their jokes fall flat.
Yeah.
But when they were doing those iPhone promos back at NXT, they were charming as hell.
They were. They are very underrated.
Yeah. Next up, we had the second triple threat match between, Hey, You're Not Me, taking on The Miz and licensed to print money, Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
This was a fun enough match. Miz was... He was like a burning building. He was all over the place. He was on fire. There was a brief alliance between Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre, but that ended when Baron Corbin had The Miz up, telling Drew to drop him with a Claymore. As Drew was coming off the ropes, The Miz ducks out of the way, and there's enough time for Baron to get out of the Claymore kick. What does Baron do? He throws hand. He just sucker punches Drew, which it broke up this little alliance, the Circle of Jerks.
About damn time.
So now we can get aboard the Drew McIntyre train.
Yes.
But in the end, Hey, You're Not Me stole the victory. Because McIntyre laid out Miz with Claymore, and Baron Corbin just threw McIntyre out of the ring, covered Miz. Next, we had a promo that just kind of spun its wheels.
And who was that?
Sami Zayn. Basically, he was telling the people of Iowa, they were in Iowa, to get out. Go see places. I went and saw places like Switzerland and so on and so forth. He eventually capped it off with, you people should go to hell.
That's basically the drawing line of all of his promos.
Okay.
Basically telling everybody to go to hell.
Okay, his promo last week, where he's on
A Moment of Bliss.
Moment of Bliss, and he said, I'll see you in hell. That's a cool line.
Yeah.
Action movie, villain, don't care.
Yeah.
That's a cool line.
Yeah.
But he just spun his wheels this week. Even in his own promos, he just kept spinning his wheels about the same thing.
Excuse me.
Okay. When he came back, that promo was all him. Nobody wrote that beforehand. It was great. What are they doing now? Is that him, or is somebody writing this?
You know, honestly, like I said, his heel work is great. I mean, this week was probably not his strong suit, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Next, we had the Raw debut of Cedric Alexander. And we had the another victim of the shakeup, Cesaro.
Yeah, because Bar is no more.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that now because, Cesaro's on Raw. We can't confirm anything until Sheamus is back from concussion.
Well, yeah.
There is a rumor flying around that Sheamus is staying on Smackdown, but there's no substance behind this. So for now, we'll just say the bar has been put on the shelf.
Yeah, because they did put a video out on Twitter where it said "Long live the Bar."
Now, what killed me about Cesaro coming out by himself? They apparently knew about this at least a week in advance, and they put together a crap video package, like his entrance video.
Yeah.
Okay, you know how when the bar comes out, they'll have Cesaro's stuff on the screen first.
Yeah.
And then when Sheamus's music kicks in, they'll have, all of Sheamus's shit.
Yeah.
When Sheamus's music kicked in, it was just Cesaro doing a bunch of poses. And then on the small banner above the stage,
Yeah.
it just said his name with a bunch of cosmic effects behind it.
Whoever works in the graphics department, you are doing a piss poor job.
I think it may be the same graphics person that fucked up last week with the lower thirds.
Jesus Christ! But I did hear how good this match was. I saw some of the highlights.
This was a good match.
This was a pretty awesome match.
My favorite part was Cedric was going for the neuralizer and it got countered with an uppercut.
Really?
Yeah.
But
weirdly enough, Cesaro got the victory.
Yeah.
I think he got the victory with just an uppercut.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to Cedric, I'm still, like I said last week, I'm still skeptical of how they'll book him. Because, he looks like he's going to be he's going to be an impact player no matter where he goes.
Oh, definitely.
But I'm just really skeptical of how they'll book him on Raw going forward. That's my issue with it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Next, we had, oh wow, they actually list them as NXT Tag Team Champions on here. That's impressive. Anyway, we had the NXT Tag Team Champions. Actually, this wasn't much of a match. This was a party crash. Because we had the Lucha House Party out there, and they got ambushed by the Viking Raiders. See? The Viking Experience got God damn it, it got retconned in a week.
I just can't. I really can't.
Then you'll can't even more because that pop-up power slam they do?
Yeah.
That's being called the Viking Experience. They had a much cooler name for it in NXT.
Yeah, the Forged Hammer.
Thor's Hammer.
The Thor's Hammer. That sounds so much better compared to that.
You know what? I'll actually give them props for naming it the Viking Experience. You want to know why?
Why?
Because somebody's going for a ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
The Viking Raiders decimated the Lucha House Party.
I just can't.
Yeah, like I said on Twitter, I said Viking Raiders. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. We've experienced worse. Afterwards, we had a promo which sets up big things. Or we hope so. Because we had a promo between the greatest tag team, well, one of the greatest tag teams on the WWE roster, the Usos, and the Revival.
God, I hope this turns out to be something great, because it's a good thing that the Usos went to Raw. Now, a lot of people were upset that the Revival didn't go to SmackDown, but looking at this, I really hope this turns into a good feud, and I really hope this, somewhat helps the Revival rebound, because they had a really shitty year. They've had a shitty year thus far.
They've had a shitty call-up in total.
Right. But this could really
Elevate them.
Yeah, this could really elevate the Revival on the Nets to another level.
Right. Next, we had weirdness. It was the man, my sexy future ex-wife, Becky Lynch, taking on certified basket case Alicia Fox with Lacey Evans at ringside. This, first off, Alicia Fox is still signed to WWE.
To nobody's surprise.
I'm surprised because apparently she's gone off the rails.
And so they say. You can't always go by what you read or what you hear.
Well, I can go by that it's part of the reason why they got rid of Arn Anderson.
Yeah, because apparently he allowed her to be drunk at a live event.
Yeah. But that's hearsay.
Yeah.
But this match was weird because before they went to commercial, everything was okay. Then this match just got sloppy.
I heard. Because, I mean, who was that? Becky or Alicia was doing some, like a Hurricane Rana or something. And it was kind of botchy.
Yeah.
And then, as we talked about off camera, like the referee
just told Becky take it home.
Yeah, just go ahead and call it.
So yeah, Becky locks in the disarmer immediately after the bell rings. Lacey Evans just sucker punches her.
Yeah,
like twice, double tap.
Cause she tried to get up the first time from it, and then Lacey just hit her again.
Yeah. So yeah, good old Becky Two Belts, the champ, my future ex-wife, has got to take on two Charlottes at Money in the Bank.
Oh boy.
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh boy.
Next we had, oh my God, a theater of colossal what the fuck proportions. Because first we had Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it starts off because I just now noticed the sound effects they added to his music.
The pew pew pew.
The bullet sounds.
Yeah.
Talk about that one for a second. That has nothing to do with anything.
I noticed that about a week or so ago. Like, what? And then the crickety noise they added to Aleister Black's.
Okay, I don't mind that one. That makes it sound like he's coming out of the catacombs or something.
Yeah.
But the bullet sounds literally does nothing. It's like the whip sound effect in what's her name? Bianca Belair. It's like the whip sound effect in her video package.
Yeah.
It does absolutely nothing. And then the other sound effect they added to his music is the thunderclap. When he takes off his hood.
Now why'd they do that?
It does absolutely nothing.
Makes no sense.
Vince, stop breaking what isn't broken.
Does he never know how? Does he never not know how to? I can't even word it.
Does he not know how to fuck things up?
Right.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Instead of trust the process, it's fuck the process. Because next up we had the newly christened, actually no, the re-signing and re-debut of Rick Rude, named Robert Roode.
Why does he look like
Silas Young?
No. Shit, what's the actor's name?
What actor? What was he in?
He was in The Longest Yard, the remake.
Burt Reynolds?
Yeah. To me, a lot of people say he looks like Rick Rude. That motherfucker looks like Burt Reynolds.
He looks like Rick Rude, Silas Young, and Burt Reynolds balled up into one.
Like, why? When you text me and told me about this shit, I'm just like, is this TNA? Is this the early days of TNA all over again?
Oh no, if this were the early days, we would have gotten clean-cut Bobby Roode with long hair.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't get to watch this match.
Well, I saw the match. I watched. Well, I came in at the tail end of the Becky match then on.
Yeah.
This was a good match. It was okay, I reckon. I guess Robert Roode now is a heel, but he beat Ricochet.
What makes it worse is they put it on the .com. His heel interview, they put it on the .com. Whamp, whamp, whamp.
I just can't with this show, I swear.
Next up, we had, in the main event, we had, hey, I'm in the main event against AJ Styles. Who's that? Yeah, Baron Corbin versus AJ Styles. Winner gets to face the Architect at Money in the Bank.
Now, this was alright. I mean, like we keep reiterating, or like I keep reiterating, you put Baron Corbin in the ring with the right person, he'll have a good match. His character work, it's annoying as fuck.
It's garbage.
It's beyond trash.
But his ring skills, he is just...
Yeah.
He is underrated.
He is. But AJ got the win. He will face the Architect, Seth Rollins, for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank. Now, I did read the reason why they're doing this is because apparently ticket sales aren't good. And I think Money in the Bank is the same day as the last episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. That, and they were originally advertising Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin.
I was honestly thinking Baron was going to win this, but I'm glad they didn't do it.
I'm glad they turned it, because...
I mean, then again, it could have been a good match. Who knows?
Yeah. But, fun fact, these two actually faced off before, AJ and Rollins.
Where?
It was early in Seth Rollins' career, back when he was still...
Tyler Black.
I think this was when he was going by his original name, well, his birth name.
Kobe Lopez.
Yeah, because this was like really young AJ Styles, like fresh out of WCW. Yeah, it's on the Seth Rollins DVD set I got.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting seeing how these guys face off years later.
Yeah.
Especially since one of these guys has become the best in the business.
Amen to that.
And next up, we move on to Smackdown, where we start the show off with Here Comes the Money. Yeah, the best in the world calls out Big Dog. And basically says, a lot of things are unforgivable, like punching a man's father, unforgivable. So Roman, I'm not going to suspend you. I'm not going to be firing you. Come out here and let's settle this. So Roman comes out, picks up the mic, immediately drops it, and they start throwing hands.
Shane McMahon, those damn whiffy ass punches.
Yeah, but he had help in the form of Elias.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where Shane and Elias just beat down Roman, left him in the middle of the ring, and they hightailed it out of there.
They did set up a match earlier where Elias will take on Roman at Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Next up, we had a rematch. Finn Balor, the new Intercontinental Champion of SmackDown, taking on the re-debuting Andrade.
Yeah.
This was still a great match.
I mean, both these guys can do no wrong.
Oh, they can.
I mean, title or no title, these guys can go out there and you give them the right amount of time, they can go out there and kick ass.
Oh, yeah. They put on a show.
Yeah.
Next up, we had a Aleister Black vignette. Where, I think they went a little meta with this.
Yeah.
Because he talked about, do you really know who I am? Apparently when he goes out in public, people often, confuse him for a Satanist.
Really?
Because all the imagery he has tattooed on him.
Yeah.
And, he's into cult stuff, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of laughs it off and clowns, people. Clowns cultist type people.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was basically, you don't really know who I am.
Yeah.
This is just a character.
Yeah.
But you're about to see what this character can do, kind of like that.
Basically, moral of the story is, Never judge a book by its cover unless you actually know the person, I guess.
Yeah, never judge a book by its cover until you actually read it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Kairi Sane and Peyton Royce in one-on-one action. The debut of Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Before the match, Absolution confronted Paige and basically said, well, if this new team fails, there's absolutely no chance we're getting back together. Yeah. Nice wordplay, but whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, Kairi Sane got the victory.
I did see that exclusive where the guy interviewed the Iconics.
Yeah.
And that was so funny because, like, he walked up to him, like, they were in the locker room, and they just kind of got startled.
Yeah.
And Billy Kay was like, you startled my friend here. And Peyton Royce was like, I felt sick. I'm feeling sick. I broke a damn rib. And Billy Kay was like, let me repeat that again. She broke a damn rib. And they were just going on and on and on. And of course, Billy Kay was like, you gotta be joking me. And they were going to the bathroom, and he was like, the bathroom's this way. And they were like, we're just sick of you. We knew where the bathroom was. It was so funny.
Lay off the poor girl. She had to do an interview with a broken freaking rib.
Yeah, and plus her stomach was hurting.
Yeah.
They came out, and he was like, well, that was quick. And they were like, yeah, we used the bathroom very quick.
We're very quick.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, meanwhile, while the, I think it was while Absolution was still on the stage, Jinder Mahal, the Smackdown Jinder Mahal, was coming out there for a match against Chad Gable, who used far too much baby oil. Like, no joke, he was all glistening and shit.
I'm glad glad I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, nobody saw much of Chad Gable because good old Rocky Mountain Ugly laid him out.
Yeah, and didn't he lay out Jinder Mahal too?
No, he tried to lay out Jinder Mahal, but he wound up destroying the Singh brothers.
Oh, that's who it was.
Which, credit, because one of those Singh brothers was wearing like a see-through button-up shirt.
Yeah.
So he definitely needed to be destroyed for that one.
Yeah. Then R-Truth came out there.
Yeah, R-Truth came out there. You know, he was serious, R-Truth. He started throwing hands, but, yeah, he got beat down thanks to a running sit-down powerbomb.
Yeah.
Which just looks nasty.
Yeah.
Next we had the long-awaited face-to-face between Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Ooh-wee. How many times have we seen that?
Too many to count.
I've lost count, so I don't care.
I tuned out on what Charlotte said. What Becky said was, just kind of resonated louder than what Charlotte had to say. Because basically, what Charlotte said was, I didn't lose. You didn't beat me at Mania. Ronda Rousey lost my belt for me. Basically, she was arguing the rules of a winner-take-all match.
Yeah.
And Becky was like, you know what? You don't deserve another opportunity. I'm tired of you. I want new challengers. And then she started prattling off more names that should be added to the mix.
Facts.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, yeah.
So agreed, because, I mean...
Becky, good points.
Thank you. How many times are we going to see Charlotte face Becky for the championship? How many times are we going to see Charlotte get an opportunity for the title when you've got a long list of other girls in the locker room that deserve title shots?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, from Bayley, Carmella. I mean, even though she's been champion, Naomi,
Ember
Moon, Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Funny that you mentioned Becky because, damn it, Bayley. Too many B's in this one. Anyway, Bayley came out there, and basically, she looked at Charlotte and she's like, Becky's right. I've beaten you before. You don't deserve another championship. You just keep getting them handed to you. And she looked at Becky and said, oh, how many times have you beaten me? 0.
Facts.
And, Becky's like, yeah, I want this match. And so, Charlotte and Bayley got face-to-face. And, Charlotte just kept running down Bayley until Bayley just slapped the mic out of her hand.
Good job.
And then we got a #1 contendership match between Bayley and Charlotte for Money in the Bank.
And it's no secret on who won.
Charlotte. Although Bayley was wrestling with a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
Really?
Yeah. Because now she's doing this move where like she catapults people into the bottom 2 turnbuckles.
Really?
Yeah. So she's wrestling with a bit of a chip on her shoulder. But Charlotte got the win with a figure 4 leg lock.
Woo-wee.
No, figure 4, not figure 8.
No, I was saying woo-wee because, of course, Charlotte won.
Yeah. I thought you were just like, just passed it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just saying because it was obvious Charlotte won.
Yeah, but there was a point in the match where Charlotte tried going for a figure 8, but Bayley turned into a roll-up.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why she just won with the 4. And the main event, we had a match between Kofi Kingston and Shinsuke Nakamura. The first match, the first one-on-one match Kofi has had since he's been WWE champion.
Yeah.
But the most important thing to talk about this match was Rusev looking dapper as fuck on the ringside. This man was wearing a suit.
He was wearing a suit.
He was wearing a suit.
What color suit?
It was like a light brown.
Yeah.
It didn't look like shit. It just kind of looked like almost chocolate.
Yeah.
But
It's not obvious you see somebody like Rusev in a suit.
He looked dapper as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was a good enough match. We had Xavier Woods and the Big O, KO, on commentary. Yeah, he also did the New Day's entrance again, which he had to do it from the plums.
Oh, Lord.
That was great. I loved it. And I say was because at the end of the match, Kofi hit Trouble in Paradise, was going for the pin. Rusev charged the ring and threw Kofi off of Shinsuke. And it boiled down to a brawl. Trying to remember what happened. Woods got knocked out to ringside. Rusev got knocked to ringside. KO was about to eat a Kinshasa until Kofi shoved him out of the way and hit Trouble in Paradise. And then as soon as Kofi, got his composure, he got super kicked by KO.
Nobody was expecting that, but I mean, you could obviously tell that this whole big old New Day thing wasn't gonna last long.
Yeah. I think it was the best time to pull this because they did that and the crowd was just let out an audible gasp.
I can imagine because I saw where he ripped the shirt up.
Yeah, he ripped the New Day shirt off.
And then Xavier tried to get in and he got beat down. So I mean, this definitely is a way to set up Kofi's first opponent for the WWE title.
Oh, definitely. It ended with, in traditional Kevin Owens fashion, with him dropping Woods with a pump-up powerbomb on the hardest part of the ring. But this one had a little bit of stank to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But in true Kevin Owens fashion, he had that 1,000-yard stare of what he had done. That sadistic, just kind of blank stare, and it was great.
Yeah. KO as a heel is more suitable than KO as a babyface.
KO as a face, it's humorous.
Yeah.
Like when he did the Kevin Owens show between Becky and Charlotte, and he told them before you throw hands, and he immediately just like bolted out of there.
Right?
Ah, that was great.
That was cool.
Wait! Gets out of the ring. Okay, go. But yeah, one thing we forgot to talk about. It was on both shows. The moment everybody loves talking about. The Firefly Funhouse. Man. Okay, be honest, at first glance, I watched a clip of it on Facebook, and I was sitting there, I was like, what the actual fuck is this?
I saw this on Monday Night Raw when I was watching the later half of the show. I swear to you, I thought it was a commercial. And then when I got to work, me and some of my coworkers were talking about it. I told one of them, I said, I didn't know if I was watching Raw or Sesame Street. Because I'm like you. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on here? What are we doing? Is this what we're doing? Bray Wyatt pops out, and, a lot of people are talking about it. There are a lot of people investing into it. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to say like I told you off camera, this could go one or two ways. Either this could be the rebirth of Bray Wyatt, and this could be something that they should have done a long time ago, or this could blow up in Vince and WWE's face, and we're just like, this shit was trash.
I'm firmly in the invested side because after watching it fully Tuesday, I'm interested to see where this goes.
I am too, but I just can't get behind it right now. Sooner or later, I'll probably come around if they do something to add more interest to it.
Yeah. Now there were a couple of interesting points to this. First off, the buzzard puppet we've been seeing, named Mercy, which was a shout out to Waylon Mercy, the inspiration for the Bray Wyatt character in the first place.
Yes.
Then there was Abby the Witch, which was a reference to Sister Abigail.
Yep.
Nice little winks and nod. Then there was a moment where Bray Wyatt, I forget what he was talking about, but when he pulled his hands back up and covered his face, they started, messing with the camera like, some paranormal shit was happening.
Yeah, because on the gloves it said hurt, heal.
Hurt and heal, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was muttering to himself while he was covering his face.
Yeah.
And then he pulled his hands down and he's just like, now I will admit something to you. I used to be a bad man.
Yeah, and the little kids started booing him and stuff.
They played the boo voice clip.
They showed one part where he had like a cardboard cutout of himself.
Yeah, he said...
he took the chainsaw and cut it in half.
Yeah, he said, I used to be a real loser and, just bagging on his old self.
Yeah.
And he said, but I plan to change. And he chainsawed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
And, he go on to say that, I plan to change. And I will lead you to the light if you let me in. I'm invested solely for the fact that this promo had obviously had a lot of care put into it, and he was giving it his all. Not to mention, apparently from reports, he put himself in shape.
That is something I noticed. He looked ripped.
Well, it was kind of hard to tell because he was wearing that big sweater.
Yeah, but from pictures I've seen and from what others have seen, he's put that work in the gym.
Man, I got to get rid of this dad body, man.
Yeah, and, he's lost a lot of weight. So, I mean, again, who knows? This could turn out to be something really, really, really spectacular. I do like the fact, and I told my coworkers this, I do like the fact that WWE is keeping us guessing with this. Yeah. Like, they're keeping it suspenseful. Like, you guys really don't know what this is. Like, you think you know what this is, but you don't really know what this is. So we're going to keep you guessing. I do like that.
Hell, they even got us guessing on what show it's going to take place on.
Yeah.
Because they ran it on both Raw and SmackDown. In fact, all of his vignettes so far, they've been running on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. I mean, that video's got some views. So, I mean, I don't know.
It does. It's about 3 mil already.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this could really elevate Bray Wyatt to the status he should have been on a long time ago.
Yeah.
Who knows?
All right. Well, that being said, that is the 3 count for Raw and SmackDown this week. I'm War Machine MJ.
And I'm the Rodimus Prime Experience.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Pow.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Yes.